Clinical trials are very important in the treatment of brain tumors. They allow patients to try new therapies not yet available. The next best thing, if you will. Some trials focus on chemotherapy drugs, while others may test vaccines. Some trials even test new techniques in surgery or radiation. Each trial available at the UC Brain Tumor Center is selected by our physicians based on your individual cancer needs. An important concept to understand is that clinical trials are addressing one basic question. Does this new treatment improve the lives of our patients with brain tumors? We don't know whether a new therapy is truly effective or not, which is why we have to rely on clinical trials. The UC Brain Tumor Center places a high value and priority on providing the most up-to-date therapies for our patients. Clinical trials are conducted in 3 phases. Phase 1 is the first phase. Patients are given a new treatment to determine what the highest dose possible is that is still safe for that patient. Believe it or not, we have to test new drugs on patients to know the best dose. Even the best science from a laboratory can't tell us exactly how much of a drug to give a person. For example, if we were testing aspirin for the first time, in a phase 1 trial, we might try different doses such as 40 milligrams, 50 milligrams, or 80 milligrams, and see what the highest tolerated dose is. Once we determine the maximum tolerated dose, the experimental drug will move into phase 2 of clinical trials. A larger amount of patients, usually around 50 or so, will be given the drug. And the goal is to see if this new therapy is effective. Before, we were attempting to see if the new drug was safe. Now in the phase 2, we want to see if the new drug works. If we take the example of aspirin again, we might be trying to see if aspirin helps headaches. Here, we will see if the aspirin is effective in reducing headaches. Phase 3 trials enroll hundreds, if not thousands, of patients. Typically, half the patients will be randomly allocated to receive the experimental drug. The other half will be randomly assigned to receive the therapy that is proven to be effective. We call this arm the standard of care. If the standard of care is to receive no treatment, then a placebo may be used. It is not until after the phase 3 study is complete that we can truly say the new drug is effective. If it is effective, then that drug becomes the new standard of care. In our final aspirin example, we might compare aspirin to, let's say, Tylenol, which would be the standard of care for treatment of headaches. If aspirin worked better, then we would call aspirin the new standard of care for the treatment of headaches. At UC Brain Tumor Center, we have many scientists working hard in the lab every day to develop new drugs and therapies, and also testing genetic biomarkers. These therapies will be brought to you and made available to you and your physician through phase 1, phase 2, and finally a phase 3 clinical trial. The only way to have access to these therapies before they are commercially available is through a clinical trial. As you can imagine, clinical trials require lots of time, cooperation, and patience. They will involve extra blood tests, scans, and paperwork. But for the right patient, the opportunity to try something different is of the utmost importance. It is our goal to have these options available to you as you continue to work with your physician to design the best individualized treatment plan for you. If you are interested in learning more about the UC Brain Tumor Center's clinical trials, please contact us at 513-584-0436 or visit our website at uchealth.com/braintumor.